So, the next poet to the mic is this man that you have seen on that paparazzi duty, like hardcore, snapping pictures. He has a beautiful, giving soul, and I am really, really blessed to know him. And every time he speaks, I want to sit front and center and just take it in, because brother got words. So, to the mic next, give it up for Kenneth. All right.
How y'all feeling tonight?
We're good.
I've been looking forward to tonight for 2 months, man. Last time I was here was in December. My mom was having surgery and everything. And I had this bush that was like out the head, right? My mom is back home, she's doing well. We're trying to get a Harmony account as we speak. Well, let's see. So, as I told you last time, I got this book coming out maybe 6 or 7 months away. I got 5 poems in it. Tonight I'm going to do the second poem. It's entitled, I Do. All right? And midway through the poem, there's a point where I pause for station identification. Y'all don't have to worry about standing up, just hold your hands up. If you support what I'm talking about, that'll be good, okay? All right. All right. It's like these youngins want months to plan the perfect wedding, but who schedules time to salvage their marriage? It's like I carry on my conscience these things as young brides bling rings whose stones have endured more than their relationships. You see, I'm facing this in theory thoroughly before the establishment hears of me on bended knee proposing. That's supposing there's still a young woman out there interested in a short man with a big dream. Because I believe in the institute of marriage and the reflective property in mirrors. But in order for the former to work, I'll have to deal with the flawed man I see in the latter. And if the masses were to ask me, I'd say that's the matter with the increasing number of divorces, as well as how these ungodly courts can demote both the husband and his lawfully wedded wife into becoming nothing more than co-stars in the judicial film, based on a child's life.
All right.
And I wrote this because I've seen too many moments of matrimony, only to find some lonely female dealing with the feelings of melancholy. You can call me a player if you want to, but I would rather continue to learn how God would have me love this woman than to be that young married man that presents his wife. Had this old married man tell me, slow down, young buck, wife is life. To which I replied, well, so is committing a murder. And what I mean is, why would you willingly hurt her future if you're not ready to be her steady? Or unable to lay fidelity on the table? Maybe those temptations said it best when they sang how he who picks the rose must accept the thorns it bears. They were simply talking about the good and the bad in a woman. And with that said, sometimes I need couples to come tell me love is the way. I need someone with at least 2 good years of experience to show me how relationships can and do work. But so far, all I see are aunts and uncles at odds, moms and dads estranged, young hearts and engagements broken, and the fate of 2 young people who really do care, decided between commercial breaks with the flip of a token, when couples compete for custody on divorce court. Listen, y'all, I know that being in love can hurt sometimes, but with the true love believers, please hold your hands up. Please hold your hands up. I see we as a community stand to learn a lot, you see. It's gotten to be a full-time job trying to keep my dream off of life support. Finding myself a wife instead of on child support. And while support seems to flow freely for those who chose this redundant thug life, tell me who still has a heart soft enough for a love life? I knew I was right when I said that a good woman, when I said that a godly woman would be willing to walk with her man through the fire, provided he learned from his burns. And a good woman would be willing to leave her homeland to follow a sound man with a plan. But I stand before you tonight wondering, where are all those women? As those women probably wonder, where are all the men with vision? Well, I have a vision. Do y'all mind if I share it? You see, I see a place where wedding white doves reunite with black love. In a time when I no longer dread for those who wed, because I will have achieved my best man status. Her love teaches. Glad this is my poem to prove what I learned. Laying my single lifestyle down at the altar. And while I'll have my haters there throwing salt, my best brothers will blow bubbles while my future wife's friends fling rice. And I'm not trying to get married tonight, but it's like I can already see us standing shoulder to shoulder before a man of God, taking those vows that must somehow get us through the trials and tribs of this ungodly world we live. A woman willing to let me take the lead where I could be our wheat winner, and she might be my bread baker. What I mean is she would know how to make my creative yeast rise each time my forward progress starts to regress or my ambition starts to decline. Fellas, I need mine like you need yours, and when trying times arise, she'd be wise enough to rewind back to this point in time and say something clever, like, if our God brought us together, then let's let nothing set us apart. Yes. That's the mark of the girl who will have my heart, because forever must mean the same to me as forever means to you. Because when I say I do, I will.
That's what I'm talking about. And just so I don't get none of y'all fault, Kenneth must have wrote that a few years ago, because yeah, he's married now, and I don't know her. Love your wife, and herself wrong. You see she got a cancer on her ankle, that's from putting her foot on somebody.